Chow Movies video, and as you can see from the title and the thumbnail, this video is going to be about the top 5 superheroes TV series right now. Yes, TV series, not movies. I watch TV too, guys, and I watch superhero / comic book TV shows. And in this video, I will recommend you shows which I find the best critically, and I'll give a quick review for each one of them. And you can decide for yourself which one do you find most intriguing and which one you would want to watch and which one you don't want to watch. And so yeah, I'll review all of them very minorly, and I will list the top 5 comic book movies / superhero movies that's going on right now. I'm reviewing it as a whole and not just the current season. So if a TV show has been going on for 5 seasons, I'll review that as a whole and not just the 5th season alone. I will focus on superhero TV shows, not comic book, because comic book includes like Riverdale and Walking Dead. So I will focus on the current live action TV shows. So Teen Titans Go or Agent Carter. I won't be talking about them because they're either animated or no longer airing. Before we start, I would like to thank my friend Kiara Natasha for making my channel art, both my profile and my channel banner, and it looks amazing. I love it so much, so thank you, Kiara. And also she have a YouTube channel and it's named Avai Little Arts. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. I'm sorry, Kiara. And she makes art related videos, so she have like speed paint on all those kind of stuff, and all of them are amazing. So definitely check out her channel. I will link her channel in the description below, so if you are interested into art, you should check out her channel. So let's get to it. There is 3 superheroes TV series that I do not watch, so I will not be including those 3 in this list. I could lie to you guys based on reviews and be like, oh, this TV show is great and stuff, but I'm not gonna lie because I respect you guys, and if I watch it on my own, I have my own personal opinion, so it could differ. So the 3 TV series is Gotham, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and Arrow. And 2 out of 3 is apparently really good, and those 2 are Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Arrow. From what I heard from reviews like Collider and Screen Junkies and all those kind of stuff, they say that Arrow this season has been fantastic. Season 5, they've been really good, and Arrow throughout, from what I've heard, they have been consistently good. And for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., they have up and downs as well as Arrow, but their last season has been amazing, Season 4 and Season 5 respectively. And so maybe the next season will be great, but I do not follow those series, so I cannot really give my thought on it. And for Gotham, I also don't follow it, but I heard it's been steadily rising to get better, especially the performance of Joker in that TV series. By the way, spoiler alert, I could possibly slip 1 or 2 spoilers because I have to review the series. And if you don't like spoilers, and I'm really sorry if I slip some spoilers. Before we get to the actual list, I have some honorable mentions. And the first one is Iron Fist. Iron Fist is a Marvel TV series airing on Netflix. And the basic synopsis based on IMDb, all the synopsis I get here is from IMDb. And it says that a young man is bestowed with incredible martial arts skills and a mythical force known as the Iron Fist. I watched this series on Netflix, and it is probably the worst Marvel Netflix show right now. Iron Fist, it's not horrendous, but it is also not good. The pacing have issues, and the story is very, very boring. Oh my god, the action was not that good, especially when you're talking about martial arts and Iron Fist and all those kung fu shit. Where is the freaking action? There is no action. There is little to no action in this TV show. And so, I put that in honorable mention. Second honorable mention is Luke Cage. 1 season thus far on Netflix, and it is owned by Marvel. And it's when a man named Luke Cage is given super strength and durability by a sabotage experiment, a wrongly accused man, Luke Cage, escaped prison to become superhero for hire. And so, why it's on honorable mentions? It has pacing issues, especially as soon as it reached episode 8, it slows down and drags so badly. It have okay story, they have interesting story and great performances. I like the performances, and it have very interesting character in Luke Cage itself. But yeah, I couldn't put it in my top 5 list. And now my last honorable mention is Supergirl. I don't want to get into too much details, but Supergirl is probably the toughest one out because it's slightly in. I could have put it number 5, but it slightly just didn't make the cut. So far it have 2 seasons and it's on CW, 23 episodes each, and it's basically the adventures of Superman's cousin on her own superhero career. You all know Supergirl from DC, it's Kal-El's cousin. And season 1 is not the best. Season 2, it make a drastic change. It's so much better than season 1. And it have lovable characters, Supergirl, Martian Manhunter, Superman, Supergirl's sister Alex, there's Winn, Jimmy Olsen. It has great story and it is fun, light-hearted tone, but it's also serious at the same time. And each CW show have its own thing. For Arrow, it's more realistic and gritty. The Flash, they focus on metahumans. Supergirl, they focus on aliens and extraterrestrials. Legends of Tomorrow, they focus on time travel and magical and mystical and meta, all those kind of stuff. So yeah, it's very interesting and fun to see an alien populated world where alien is like, it have diversity issues and racial issues, so that's very good. But the reason why it dropped out is because season 1 kind of lacks, while season 2 is so much better, so it have to be slightly out of the list. So number 5 in this list is Legends of Tomorrow. Legends of Tomorrow is a DC show airing on CW. It is part of the Arrowverse, same universe as Arrow, Supergirl, and The Flash. And it focuses on time-traveling rogue Rip Hunter, who has recruit a ragtag team of superheroes and villains to prevent an apocalypse that could impact not only Earth, but all of time. That is basically the synopsis of season 1. Season 2, it's still the same thing, all about time travel and saving the world from this time aberrations. So it's all about time travel and it's a very, very fun show. And the reason it's number 5 is because, first of all, it's shorter than most of these CW shows. It has 2 seasons thus far, and it's only have 17 and 18 episodes both on season 1 and season 2, so it's slightly shorter. And season 1, it's not the best. The concept is good, it's fun, but season 2 is where all the fun and everything great begins. The story is goofy, but it made sense. It is fun to see all this ragtag misfits, some villain, thieves, thugs, scientists, engineers, captains, superheroes. They all have to work together. They don't make sense, but they fit as a team and they should save the world by time traveling. How fun is that? And it is so wild and it's so imaginative when they go to different time periods and meet different historical figures. The writing is really creative in the show and they fit in all this historical moment. And like example, Independence Day of the US, they did something with that put it in their storyline, one of their episodes, and it's like, wow, they made that. It's like what happened in the show, make that happen in real life. So all those history and all those history that are changed and the past that are created, they somehow included in this TV show, and it's fun to see all these time traveling ragtag misfits, and it has great character. I really, really love, and I'm so invested by the characters in Legends. Despite they don't make sense, they have so much heart in their characters, and I really, really like all their characters, and it's so good. Their characters are really one of the better ones of all of this list, to be honest. And the special effects in this show is really good, especially with all the time traveling and all the powers. They lots of great special effects, and they did well. And the villain, especially the villain in season 2. Wow, one of the best villain in TV season right now, in superhero TV season right now. Season 2 villain is so good. Season 1, okay. Season 2 is so good. I really love season 2 of Legends because, like I said, it's so fun. They could go wild and there's really no limit to what they can do. Yet the character is so lovable and it makes sense, and that is why it is number 5 in this list. Number 4 on the list is CW's The Flash. So after being struck by lightning, Barry Allen wakes up from his coma to discover he's been given the power of super speed, becoming the Flash, fighting crime in Central City. Let's see if I could make this video super fast and super speed. No, that's not gonna work. Okay, so far it have 3 seasons and each season have 23 episodes each. Season 1, it was amazing. One of the best seasons in superhero TV I ever see. Way better than most that I've said so far. And season 1 was amazing. It is one of the best seasons, like I said. It have great villain. Season 2, less amazing. It's still good. The story drags a bit, but I still find it intriguing and it's still really good. Season 3, well, that's the downfall of this show. It is boring and it have many fillers and the villain is not that interesting. and there is also pacing issues, so that is why season 3 is not the best season, probably the worst one. Not the worst one thus far, but it is the worst one out of the 3 certainly. But despite that, it landed number 4 because like the first 2 seasons are really great, and the villains, it have one of the best villains in TV right now. I said that for every one of each, but it have best villain in TV right now. And season 1, it has such a great story, and you invest on the characters so much, and you love them so much. So even though until season 3, and despite season 3 is not that good, you still care about the characters and all the character arc that they do in season 3. You feel like, oh man, dang it. You really feel for them, and you're so invested in them. So despite the downfall, all the build-up pays off. And hopefully season 4 it can be great again, but I don't know. But why Flash is number 4 is because, like I said, the characters are really great, and it have a fun, lighter tone than like Netflix Marvel shows, or like let's say Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It has a lighter tone and it is fun, but yet it has adult themes and it's not that gritty as much as Arrow. Like I said, I don't watch those two, but I sort of know what they're all about. And Grant Gustin in this show, who's playing the Flash, he's good. He's really good. And Tom Cavanagh, who played, spoiler alert, Harrison Wells, H.R. Wells, and Harry Wells? Yeah, and Reverse Flash. Uh-oh, spoiler, like I said. So yeah, he plays multiple characters, and he's really good also in this show. And the reason why it's number 4 in this list and not higher is despite I love the characters, and first 2 seasons are really good, and the villain's really good. Pacing is an issue, because 23 episodes, there is bound to have fillers. So despite all the fun and all the wildness and great effects that the show have, it has several filler episodes that it might get boring, and you might be like, come on, let's just get on with it. There is 23 episodes, and that is sometimes a lot for you to hold on to. Sometimes you get bored halfway and quit. I know someone who watched Supergirl halfway and she quit because like, oh man, it gets boring, and there is 23 episodes, I can't go on. So yeah, 23 episodes is a problem. I prefer 13 or 8 episode season, but 23, I guess it works at some times. And first 2 season, it's okay. 3rd season, that's where the downfall of this TV show is. But hopefully 4th season is good, so yeah. Now number 3 on this list comes from Marvel and comes from Netflix, and it have only 1 season thus far, and it is Jessica Jones. If you watched my previous video, you know how much I love Jessica Jones, both the show and the character. And the reason why it's only number 3 and not higher, despite how much I love it, is I have to be critical also, and I think Jessica Jones is not better than the one on number 2 and number 1. And so what Jessica Jones is, if you don't know, she's a character from Marvel, and she is the love interest of Luke Cage. And also, it's basically, the show is about a former superhero who decides to reboot her life by becoming a private investigator. And like I said, only 1 season, and what this show is all about is about a girl who's suffering from PTSD, and she's trying to solve all this PTSD while dealing with the villain, which is Kilgrave in season 1, played by David Tennant. And I just want to say, wow, David Tennant as Kilgrave, one of the best performances I ever seen on TV, flat out. And Jessica Jones, played by Kristen Ritter, I can't believe I say this, better than that. Jessica Jones is that good. Performance by Kristen Ritter is so good in Jessica Jones. I can't say more about the performance. The performance is probably better than any on this list, even number 1, number 2. Both Kristen Ritter and David Tennant have one of the best combo performances in any superhero shows right now, in my opinion. And the tone of this series is very dark, very serious, dealing with PTSD and trauma. And despite dark, sometimes there is a bit of light also, but it's really gritty and really serious, like pretty much most of the Marvel Netflix if you watch it. And the pacing is great, one of the best pacing in Marvel Netflix in my opinion. And the script is very tight, the dialogue is really good, and the story is very intriguing and very interesting. And the reason why I love it so much is there's intensity and there is mystery, and you keep on wanting to watch from one episode to another in this 13 episode season. And it's because, like I said, it's intriguing and it builds up, and there is mystery over one another. So you want to watch it and binge it. And like I said, it's on Netflix, only 13 episodes. You probably should watch it because it's really, really good. Villain is really, really great. There's drama, great performances. There is action, not so much as comparison to all the other shows in here in this list, but yeah, it is really interesting drama story and about superhero and about Jessica Jones, female lead, really interesting. Only 13 episodes, so I recommend you watch this show. Now we reached the top 2 on the list, and I had problem initially deciding between 1 and 2, but eventually I get to decide. And number 2 on this list, only 1 season, and it came out this year. Can you guess? The comment section below right now. So number 2 is on FX, 8 episodes. Freaking Legion! The show is called Legion, not freaking Legion, but Legion, man. This show. What the fuck is this show? Have you seen this show? Oh my god. This show is one of the best shows, in my opinion, ever on TV. Because Netflix not really TV, but on TV, one of the best shows I ever watched. My favorite show is Friends, but this is one of the freaking best show, and it drives me nuts. What is Legion? Why does it drive me so much nuts? So basically, based on IMDb, I have it right here. David Heller, the main character, played by Dan Stevens, who's a great actor by the way. David Heller is David Heller is a troubled young man diagnosed with schizophrenic, but after a strange encounter, he discovers special powers that will change his life forever. It changed my life forever, man. It changed my freaking life forever. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, this show is the most mindfuck show I ever see. Sorry about the swearing, but that's the best way I could describe this show. It's freaking mindfuck, man. It's crazy. This show is crazy. I don't know. When I watch episode 1, I'm like, what? What the hell is this show? And one of my friends like, dude, you gotta watch it. I'm like, I don't care. I don't like this show. And I see episode 2. I'm like, whoa, that just happened. And I'm so intrigued by episode 2. I go to episode 3 and I'm like, what is going on? I have no idea what the hell is going on, but I am so invested to the characters. And I watch episode 4, 5, 6. My hair is messed up. 7, 6, 7. Yes, 6, 7, and 8. And oh my god, the show is so freaking good. The first 3 episodes is like, what the fuck? And the rest of the show is like, oh my god, I understand everything. This show is so good. The whole series is mindfuck, crazy, overwhelming, world building, crazy psychotic TV show. It's not the regular like fighting cha-cha-cha superhero show. It's a drama, thriller, mystery, horror, bit of action. But yeah, it's based on Legion, an X-Men Marvel character, and he is, if you don't know from a comic, he is the son of Professor X. Boom! And why the show is so good, like I said, aside from the story and how great the story is, it is so creative, and wow, I cannot even imagine how they came up with this stuff. The writers like, oh man, so yeah, this is what happened, and then like, oh wait, no, it's a twist. Everything you know is like, it's not happening. I'm like, what the hell's going on? I have no idea what happened just now. The show is insane. It's interesting, and you're so invested after watching episode 1 and episode 2. You're so confused. There's so much mystery, but you're so invested because you want to know what the fuck is going on and what the fuck will happen in the rest of the show, because the story is so good, great performances, and you just cannot comprehend what the hell is going on, and you really just have to watch this show because I cannot really describe it, but the show is that good. Now we've come to the top of the list, what you've been waiting for. Number 1. What's with my accent? I don't know what accent this is, but if you watch comic book show, or if you watch TV, or if you are a fan of comic book, or if you know TV or Netflix, then you probably know what this show is. People talk about it. Boom, boom, boom. The Blind Man from Hell's Kitchen. Daredevil! Daredevil is on Netflix, owned by Marvel. So far it has 2 seasons. Each season is 13 episodes each. And basically Matt Murdock which is the alter ego of Daredevil, and his other senses superhumanly enhanced, fight crime as a blind lawyer by day and as a vigilante at night. And 2 seasons, both are really good, really consistent. Wow, this show is so good. It's hard for me to decide between this and Legion, but the reason it's number 1 in this list because there is 2 seasons and both have been really good. While Legion, who knows what happens second season. But yeah, the characters are so good. Daredevil, his friend Foggy and Karen Page, the villain, Kingpin, Madame Gao, the Hand, his mentor, Stick, and also characters from season 2, Punisher, Elektra. All these Marvel characters come to life in a gritty, serious, very dark tone, and I couldn't have imagined it better set up in the world of Hell's Kitchen, New York. The tone is so serious and so dark. It's probably one of my very first encounters to such raw darkness and grittiness on TV, because I'm not a big fan of it, but when I saw it, I'm like, oh wow! I'm disgusted while also impressed at the same time, because I'm not that much into gore previously, but now I'm so used to it. The action in the show, the best action in any superhero TV right now, no competition. All I have to say is 2 words: hallway scene. Additional 2 words. Season 1. Wait, I need 2 more words. Episode 2, Season 1. There you go. Hallway scene, Episode 2, Season 1. All you have to do is YouTube that right now, and you'll be like, what? So yeah, the action is impressive, the tone, the pacing is perfect, the grittiness, the script, it has such great writing, great story, great dialogues, great villain, Kingpin and the Hand. Kingpin is so good, played by Vincent D'Onofrio. And I want to talk about the performance very quickly. Charlie Cox, who played Daredevil, is really good, and he plays the blind thingy really well. It's like, hey, I'm blind. Wait, I'm not doing it well. My pupils aren't supposed to move. Hi, I'm blind and I'm looking at your mouth. That's a bad impression of Charlie Cox. But Jon Bernthal, who played Punisher, really good. Vincent D'Onofrio, who played Kingpin, very good. The one who played Foggy and Karen Page, also really good. Everyone in the show is really good. And yeah, every episode is constantly interesting. But it benefits from the 13 episode season. But yeah, every episode is interesting. There is no boring thing like unlike Luke Cage or Iron Fist. It drags a bit. And even Jessica, it drags quite a bit. Some people would say that. I disagree. I think Jessica as well. But Daredevil, no dragging at all. Great pacing, great story, very intriguing every single one episode with intense action, intense story, both political and in terms of the vigilante life. And it's just so good. I couldn't say more about Daredevil. I just really love it, and it's only 2 seasons, so you could catch up right now before the vendors come out this August. Yes, August. There you go. So there it is, guys. My top 5 superhero shows list right now that you should probably watch. You decide which one you want to watch yourself. There's a lot. Maybe if you're not into the dark gritty one, then you go to the CW one. Legends of Tomorrow, Arrow, The Flash, Supergirl, they're all really good. Or if you want darker one like Netflix, go Daredevil, go Jessica, go Luke. Maybe not Iron Fist. And if you want psychotic, thriller, horror, Legion, man. Legion is so freaking good. I know a lot of people who don't watch Legion and they're like, what the hell? What's wrong with you? Legion's like, F up. And I'm like, take your time, watch episode 1, episode 2. Come back to me after you watch that. And they're all like, man, I can't stop watching. This show is so good. So yeah, you get to decide your own. You know there's lots of comic book shows. Maybe you don't know. Lots of comic book shows is coming up in the future. We have Defenders. We have Gifted, I think. And yeah, that is the X-Men show. We also have Cloak and Dagger coming soon. We have Black Lightning on CW. We have Inhumans on ABC. The first episode is gonna be on IMAX theaters, so that's great. What else we have? We have so many great TV shows for superhero right now, and we're gonna get even more. I have no idea how I'm gonna keep up with it, But I'm so excited because golden age, baby, golden age of comic book shows right now, comic book TV and movie, comic book everything. Great year, great era to be a nerd. So yeah, you guys, which one is your most intrigued TV show that, based on my explanation, which one do you find most intriguing and which one you want to watch that you haven't watched? Or if you've watched it, which one do you like best? Do you disagree or do you agree with my list? Tell me in the comment section below. I want to start a conversation thread with you guys. Tell me what you think. Which one will you watch after watching this video right here? So yeah guys, if you stick till the end, thank you so much. It's been 30 plus minutes. And I did my best to explain everything in very fast. Turns out it's quite long, so I'm really sorry, but I hope you watch till the end and you enjoy this video. And like always, subscribe to my channel to see more. I have new content. Yes, new content coming up soon in my channel. Actually, depends when this video is uploaded. Probably very soon. But yeah, new content coming up. Comment section below. Like it, subscribe. Until next time, ciao.